Welcome back to New Jersey Power and Politics. I'm Alex Sedan. Frank Pallone is the senior Democrat in New Jersey's House delegation. Congressman Pallone is serving his 16th term in Congress, representing the 6th District, which encompasses eastern Middlesex and northern Monmouth counties. He is now the chairman of the House Energy and Commerce Committee. Congressman Pallone, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Alex. Glad to be here.
So this past week you held a town hall on the dangers of vaping.
Yes.
Where is the Trump administration's proposed ban on flavored vaping as of right now, as you know it?
Not clear, but it doesn't sound too good. I mean, basically, after the vaping scandal came out a couple months ago where, people were dying and still are, right? He indicated that they would ban all flavors, right? In other words, flavors not only for vaping, but for any kind of tobacco.
Including
product.
menthol, right?
Right. But then, the speculation is that, the tobacco companies got to him and said, that's not a good idea, it's going to hurt the economy. So last Friday, he actually had some sort of seminar or forum and indicated that he probably wouldn't do it because of the impact on the economy, presumably the impact on the tobacco industry.
Can you do something legislatively through your committee?
Well, Alex, I've been trying to do this for years because I remember going about 6-7 years ago to Woodbridge Middle School and was shocked to find out that the students thought that vaping had no nicotine or they were just like smoking
air,
steam or something. And I said, oh my God, this is crazy. So I've been trying to address the e-cigarette vaping problem for a long time because I think there's all this misinformation because the tobacco companies or the vaping companies target kids and make them think, or make the public think in general, that there's no nicotine, no addiction. And the flavors is, of course, part of that. Yes, so the legislation would ban flavors. It would ban sale of e-cigarettes to those under 21. It would ban online sales. Because of this youth vaping epidemic, where they've been targeting kids, and they can't do that. Tobacco companies can't target kids for combustible cigarettes.
I was interested also that you've got a bill that would ban the use of asbestos or the importation of asbestos.
Yeah. How
is that not already illegal based on what we know about asbestos?
Alex, it's amazing to me how many people think things are illegal that are not.
Okay. Or vice versa, maybe.
I know. So, I know that's the perception, but it's not true. Once it came out that asbestos was dangerous and you could die of lung cancer, a lot of, housing, residential housing, commercial housing developers just didn't use it anymore because they didn't want to be liable when people died, right? You see those ads on TV about,
if you work
call your attorney and all that. But the government never banned it, and so that's why we want to ban it.
I wanted to move to impeachment. Obviously, that's dominating the talk and the headlines. Are you hearing strong support? Congressman Van Drew seems to indicate that maybe some Democrats are having second thoughts about this process. Is that true?
I don't think anyone should have second thoughts. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, obviously. But I don't have any second thoughts, and I haven't heard any members having second thoughts of actually voting for impeachment. I think, there's always the aspect, was this good politically? But in terms of the actual vote and the fact that the president abuses power and endangered national security through all this, I don't think there's any issue. He did it, and he should be impeached.
You were in the House when President Clinton was impeached. You voted no on that. President Clinton's popularity went up when he was impeached.
Exactly.
Politically, what's your read on that? You've been doing this for a long time. Do you think that this could backfire on Democrats and give President Trump a second term?
Politically, I don't think so, because I think in Clinton's case, it was sex, right? Mm-hmm. And I think
but it was also lying under oath.
Right, but the basic tenet was sex, right? And I don't think that anybody thought that, the national security was going to be endangered or anything was going to happen to the country as a result of it. And so that's why I think that politically it backfired. But here I think it's the opposite. In other words, you have the commander-in-chief basically, selling, if you will, favors, saying, look, if you don't, I'm not going to send you military assistance to defend yourself against the Russians if you don't investigate my potential political opponent's son. And I think that the public sees that in a very different way because they say, look, he's the commander-in-chief. He shouldn't be doing this. Shouldn't be interfering in elections. Shouldn't be, interfering with the democratic process. Shouldn't endanger our national security or of an ally.
But as
so
of right
it's
now,
a very different thing politically.
As of right now, though, we haven't heard a witness who spoke directly to President Trump about this and said this is what President Trump wants to do. Ambassador Sondland claims he spoke to the president said he wanted nothing, correct?
Well, I mean, from what I can see, the president has basically said that he had, was withholding military assistance. I mean, so the issue to me is settled. I mean, I don't even know that we need any more testimony. I mean,
you'd be prepared to vote for impeachment today?
Oh, absolutely.
And do you think that that sends a message to those who might support the president that Democrats are out to get the president no matter what?
Well, the politics is aside. Look, I think we're beyond that now. If the politics is that, people get mad because he's impeached and vote for him as a protest, so be it. I mean, I think it's beyond that now. I just don't. We can't have a president who's going to say to a foreign ally, well, I may or may not give you this military assistance unless you look into this, or even implies that might be the case. And I don't think there's any question that happened.
All right, Congressman Frank Pallone of the 6th Congressional District, thank you very much for stopping by. As for you, please stay with us. There's more to come on New Jersey Power and Politics.